Hey guys, how's it going? We got OSAKA taking on Belinda Bencic. I know the name says Jabeur versus Bencic, but we are taking on OSAKA versus Bencic. I think that was an unforced error on the person setting up the stream. That's all right. But OSAKA versus Bencic, excited for this one. It's actually Bencic who's, I think, leading the head-to-head and has performed really well against OSAKA in the past, but almost all of those matches were like 2019 and before, if I remember correctly, when I was looking at this earlier. I'm pretty sure that that's right. So, but I think it's interesting. Bencic has been playing really well, actually. She only just came back, but she's been playing really well. And Osaka looks confident, and she's had tremendous success at the Australian Open in the past, so she's definitely not somebody to brush aside. It's Osaka Bencic. It is Osaka Bencic. Yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm excited to call this one. So late. It's like late for me. It's 1:13, but I'm excited. I've had a long day today. It's just like 3 different college classes and like other work and like stuff going on. But I knew I wanted to do this one. Like this was one of those matches that I was like, if this doesn't start at 4:30 in the morning, I will commentate this match. I don't care when it is. So I'm gonna do it. I don't know. There's something about it. I just really wanted to watch it. Here we go. Serve Osaka. Bencic is one of my favorite players. I really enjoy watching Bencic, to be transparent, and Osaka is fantastic. So we'll see who gets it done here. Forehand inside out to the backhand of Osaka, cross court. Backhand of Bencic goes to the forehand of Osaka, who hits it long, love 15. Osaka serving first. Prediction, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go with Osaka in 3 sets. I think it's going 3 either way. It could not. If it doesn't go 3, then I reckon Osaka wins in 2. And I do think Bencic could win, but I think if she does, it would look very, very, very likely be in 3 sets. But I really feel like she might win. But I'd say like, I feel like 63% chance for Osaka. Something like that. 3:15, Osaka starting us off with the serve. Backhand of Bencic down the line. That goes into the net, 40-15. Let me know how you guys are doing as well and what's all going on. Alcaraz is hitting the greatest shots in tennis history, which is kind of fun. You want to watch that court? That match has been insane, just from a shot making standpoint, but it's not like that's unusual when it comes to Carlos. That forehand goes out from Osaka, 40-30. There's a lot of good matches on tonight. Djokovic, Mahac as well. What else? Golf Fernandez is quite good. It's like one of those nights. I might stay up. I'm not going to lie. I probably shouldn't. But I don't know. It's not the worst night for me to stay up. So just because of that, I might stay up and watch Golf Fernandez and Djokovic, Mahac until like 7 in the morning. I usually have like one day where I sacrifice my time and my schedule to stay up in the first week. Second week, I just change my sleep schedule if I can to stay up almost every night or like every other night. But the last like 3 years, I've had like one night in the first week where I do that. Like I remember a few years ago, Felix Auger-Aliassime taking on Medvedev was my version of that because that match was so epic I couldn't stop watching. Then Murray versus Kokkinakis. It's a few times that that's happened. Let me go down the scoreboard. Up. There you go. First serve goes long from Osaka. It's Bencic here with an early break point. Osaka not wanting to lose serve here early. Forehand big into the forehand of Osaka. She does lose serve early. 1-0 for Bencic. Bencic has definitely caught my eye with how well she's been playing. That match against Ostapenko is very impressive. Then I think she won in straights the next match after that. Can't remember who she played. But Bencic is always somebody that I thought could win a Grand Slam at some point. She's only been to the semis of a slam once. She's won the Olympics. Very weird player. I always expect her to have better results at slams than she's having. Kind of like Maria Sakkari, but except Sakkari had even more success before the drop down. But Bencic is super weird. She's only been to 3 slam quarterfinals, which is crazy in itself, and only 1 semifinal, no finals. It might be the craziest slam record ever for a player. Like, it's so weird. It's not like her win percentage is that bad either. Like 60% in AO, 64% at Wimbledon, 72% US Open. Her career win rate and maybe even WTA 1000 win rate is probably better than that. I'm going to do some math real quick with that. Yeah, 65.5% win rate. That's really good. That's very, very good. For her general win percentage. Then WTA 1000. Well, WTA 1000 not so good actually, but anyway. She has won WTA 1000s. I don't know. She's just a weird player. Really. But, she still has time to have success all the way. I mean, she's not, in terms of age, I don't know exactly what her age is, but she's like 28 or something. So she's got loads of time. Could be wrong. Don't know her exact age. 27, yeah. So turning 28 in March. I'm out here talking to myself. There's nobody showing up in the chat. Listen, we've got what, like 8, 9 people watching, but you guys are hiding from me. It's freaking 1 a.m. I got no one to talk to. Y'all are making me feel lonely. Great shot from Bencic. Hitting huge forehand winners. 40-15. 40-15 and 1-0. Swiss player taking on Osaka, playing for Japan. Huge forehand return from Osaka. That's unreturnable. Keeping on the other scores too. For sure. BENCIC up 2 sets to love on Fokina. I guess Alcaraz won. Not surprised. Yeah, Alcaraz beat Borges. Backing down the line. Hell of a shot from Osaka. Bencic can't get it back. Are we going to get 2 breaks to start this off early? Let's see. I'm happy I'm commentating this one. I really wanted to. I didn't know who I thought was going to win. Both these ladies have been playing exceptionally well. It's a big match for both. Osaka, former champion here. Bencic, always somebody who I really enjoy watching and think can be doing very well at slams. In fact, a lot of times I feel like she's losing. She's on the precipice of having a great run and just not able to perform and have that deep run. But I think she's primed for more deep runs, especially if she's already playing this well on her comeback right away. So it's exciting. I think it's an exciting match, and yeah, I'm just happy to commentate. I like both players a lot, particularly Belinda, as I said, but I do like both. Forehand down the line, goes to the back end of Bencic, back end of Osaka, goes to the back end of Bencic down the line. They're smashing the hell out of this ball. Bencic goes for another backhand, and she doesn't take any pace off the ball, and it just floats long, so deuce. Let me know your predictions for this one. Like I said, I've got Osaka in 3 sets. Maybe like 6-3 in the third. 1 set goes to a tiebreaker, something like that. Oh, huge return from Naomi Osaka, trying to claim this land and say, this is my tournament. I've won this twice. Yeah, I don't know. I really still feel like Mahac is going to beat Djokovic. Mahac has gotten close to beating Djokovic in the past. In fact, did he beat him? He did, didn't he? Last year, I looked into the head-to-head in Geneva. Yeah, Mahac beat Djokovic in Geneva. So I reckon Mahac can beat Novak again. We'll see, but it's a dangerous match for Novak. And even the first time they played in Dubai, it was a third set breaker. I thought Djokovic was going to lose that one. And even outside of that, Mahac is just such good players. A good player in Australia. He's been playing well recently. Novak's not been at his best form, really. He just lost in the third round of the U.S. Open. I don't know. It's one of those things, or second round, but it's one of those things that I don't know. I just have the feeling, but Novak could definitely not lose. There's no doubt about that. But just have the feeling about Mahac. It's going to be tough. We'll see. But fun 5 sets between Mahac and Djokovic would be welcomed. Be great to watch. Forehand Osaka, it's going to go wide. So 15 all. R.I.P. David Lynch, by the way. Genius, one of a kind human being and film director. You will be missed. R.I.P. to David Lynch. Just want to put that out there because it's a sad loss. Backhand cross court to the back of Osaka down the line. Forehand to Bencic goes to the back of Osaka. Cross. Back of Osaka. It's in the middle of the net. 30 all. Osaka did retrieve the initial break back, but Bencic looking to try to break yet again. We're at 30 all here at 1-1. Oh, hell of a serve from Naomi. Gets to 40-30. Ace. Some big serves like that would be welcomed by Naomi. And that's another one that will be welcomed by Naomi. Gets to 2-1. See what Belinda can do to fight back here in this next game. So who's on in that Alcaraz court next? Don't know what the order of play is. Oh, it's okay. So next is going to be Djokovic Mahac, but it will start at 3 in the morning, which I guess is 7 in Australia. I need to do the math, but they're 16 hours ahead of us. Like for me, the primetime night matches start at 3 in the morning, but there I think that's 7 o'clock. They're 16 hours ahead of me. That's 9 hours, yeah, and then plus 7. So yeah, that's right. And then Danilovic Pagula is a really good. I'm glad that that's a night match because I think the crowd's gonna get its money's worth. Draper Vukic is pretty good just because Vukic is a hometown hero and he's had a couple good wins here actually. Goff Fernandez, Humbert Fils, some good matches tonight. Humbert Fils is quite good, really. But Goff Fernandez is a really fun one. I want to see that rematch of United Cup. Two of my favorite players all day. Goff Fernandez, Bencic, a lot of my favorites in action. Sabalenka earlier today. Bencic to serve here at 1-2. technical difficulty there with the camera. Should be good now. Here we go. It is Bencic serving at 1-2. Oh, hell of a return from Naomi with the first strike. Ferocious. Love 15. I wonder what Bencic's goals are at this tournament. Is it like just play well, play yourself into some form, gain a little bit of confidence, or is it more like, no, I'm here, like I'm really here to play, and I want to get to another slam semi, which I've only done once, or I want to win the tournament, or I want to get to a quarterfinal, or who knows? I want to have a big upset. Like, I don't know what her goals are, but it would be interesting to get in her head a little bit. In my opinion, so far in the tournament, she's played at a level in which she can really shoot for some really big goals. In terms of, hey, I'd like to get to a slam round of 16 or quarterfinal, or who knows. But I don't think it's just like, I want to play pretty well. Gain some confidence. I think it could be more than that. I think it'd be more like results based in this tournament rather than hoping to use AO as a stepping stone to have good results down the road. I think she's already playing at a level where she can have good results. Serve out wide, forehand to Bencic, who is pretty central. Volley is pretty good. Backhand down line is going to be too good. 15-40. 2 break points for Naomi after going down a break early. Serve from Bencic seems to be called out. Bencic didn't look that confident that was out, but that is the call. Second serve now. Forehand Naomi goes big but hits it out. 30-40. Naomi's going to stick to what she knows and what she loves, and that's smacking forehand returns. (30-40). Serve into the net. Backhand. Forehand to Bencic goes to the forehand Naomi. Ooh, she makes it too. That's filthy from Naomi Osaka. Painting the sideline with a forehand. Finding a cross-court angle as if she's in the tram lines of the deuce side, hitting it to the ad side, but she's actually on the ad side, hitting it to the ad side, and she finds a cross-court angle for days. Perfect with pace. 3-1. Great shot from Naomi. Such a talented ground stroker. It's the way she can plant her feet and just control the ball and just ferociously just attack. She's not the fastest player around. She never was, but listen, if you can smack the ball like she can and hit it harder than everybody else with that accuracy, it doesn't matter at all. It does not matter at all. 15-love. Forehand big from Bencic now, but it's that's why Osaka is so good. Now it's a pace coming at Bencic. That is a classic Naomi Osaka point. 30-love. Pace came at her in 3 shots in a row. They came faster and faster from Osaka, creating her own pace. Spectacular. Serve. Osaka goes to the back and Bencic. Great return. That's a winner. 30-15. Saw that a lot in Bencic Ostapenko. Just a lot of first strike winners off from both players, but especially from Ostapenko. But the problem is that you saw a lot of first strike winners, but you saw a lot of first strike errors as well. These are two ladies that can go for some crazy winners without really hitting that many errors, which is what makes them both very impressive, partially. 40-15 at 3-1. Osaka actually off to a bit of a flyer of a start, even though she went down a break in the first game. Serve down the tee. It is a flying start for Naomi as she crosses the net for a 4-1 advantage to try to make it to the second week of the Australian Open. And we are already climbing into the second week of what's been a really fun tournament so far, in my eyes. Great matches in the first week already, such as Medvedev taking on Lerner Tien. I couldn't believe that match yesterday, even though I didn't catch all of it. The parts I did see were insane. And Lerner Tien is what an awesome performance. And most impressive thing is being up 2 sets with a match point and then figuring it out anyway in the 5th. That's unbelievable stuff from a teenager. And then, yeah, also Navarro Stearns was a fun one for, I think. But there have been some good matches. We have far fewer people watching than usual for the stream. I kind of wondering why that is. I wonder if this is a bad time zone for people watch this channel. Just trying to think. Seems like it probably could be, right? In the UK, it's like 6:35. In the US, it's like an unwatchable time. That's like our main 2 audiences, I think. We're pretty global though. We have other audiences, but it would make sense that 1:30 in the morning in Eastern Time, US, would not be ideal. Definitely not ideal for me as I yawn, but it's all good because I made this for myself. Also, I still enjoy watching these two, so it's all good. But I'm so tired. Osaka misses forehand return. We're at 15 love for Bencic. Serve goes in the net. Second serve. Backhand goes to the backhand of Bencic. Backhand Osaka down the line. Goes to the forehand of Bencic. Forehand of Osaka down the line. Backhand, that's going to go out. 15 all. Osaka really taking control. Bencic, too many. I mean, it's hard to call them really unforced errors against Osaka, but yeah, kind of unforced errors from the racket of Belinda Bencic. Backhand of Belinda. Back on her side. The forehand does not cross the net. It's a masterclass from Naomi so far. And Bencic, honestly, her court position is, I don't know, it's she's completely just being the retriever in this match. Naomi's taken over the court. Love to see it. Naomi is playing with a confidence that we haven't seen from her in a slam in a long time. She's looking good. She's looking fit. She's looking like she wants to have a chance to even have a deep run at this tournament, like final weekend type thing. Whether she can do that, we'll see, but she's in a good position. She does miss that forehand, though, so it's 40-30 Bencic game point. 40-30 is always an interesting moment. It's basically add in or advantage to that player. If you lose the point, you go to deuce. You win the point, it's game over, but just depends. Forehand of Osaka, it's going to go out. Good pace on the serve and placed just well enough. The pace was all she needed with it. 4-2 for Naomi now as Bencic holds. Serve a wide. It's going to go out. Second serve. Backhand inside out. Forehand of Osaka is a great shot. Backhand cross to the backhand of Bencic. Back cross court with a lot of pace. Great shot from Bencic. Osaka playing some great tennis, and Bencic says right back at you. But the athleticism Osaka has to really just stay on the front foot is really special in the landscape of women's tennis. But Bencic is definitely a talent in herself. Forehand, just ridiculous from Osaka. It's not even giving her opponents a chance. 15-all. It's the kind of shot that you play when you're in contention to win a tournament. I'll tell you that much. Don't know if she is or not, but you can't count Osaka out at a hard court slam when she's playing this well. And I know that's one of those things that's like, I don't know. What a weird point. What a ridiculous shot from Bencic. Great scrambling from Osaka, but Bencic puts away the next shot. I know that's like one of those things you hear, like a guy who's like mainly like does follow tennis but doesn't follow it that much be like, oh, Naomi Osaka, she could definitely win, even though Osaka hasn't done anything recently really of that much of note. But I will say that I don't know, because she's had, whenever she's won slams, she's whenever she makes it to the quarterfinals or better, or like fourth round or better, she's like almost always winning them. So I'm just saying, if she makes a deep run, you don't want to count her out, because she seems to be a really good player in slams, or at least deep in slams. Now, in terms of winning the whole thing, no, I mean, it's like so far-fetched, it's crazy. But at least like somebody to keep an eye on. 15-40, huge return from Bencic. 2 break points for Belinda coming. Huge returns in either way, and we're not really getting long rallies, but I guess that's not what you would tune into this match for. Backhand return good from Bencic. It's even better from Osaka, stepping in and crushing it. 30-40. One more break point to save. A big serve would be rather nice. We'll see if she can hit one. And Bencic has to just go for it, in my opinion, because Osaka is just going to get on the front foot. Not even a chance to, though, as Osaka slams away an ace out wide. Serve out wide. Forehand of Osaka down the line. Backhand of Bencic. Forehand of Osaka smashed as a drive volley. Advantage to Naomi. Japanese fans cheering in the crowd. Good stuff. Advantage to Naomi, trying to get to 5-2. First serve is going to be just long. Second serve. Back and cross is a great shot with a lot of pace from Belinda. Backhand down the line, 4 in the Bencic, that's in the net, 5-2. Bencic not quite as consistent, solid, and strong as I saw her in her first 2 matches, but part of that you have to give credit to Osaka because she's been not just raining down power like Ostapenko a few days ago, but she's been raining down powerful shots consistently, solidly, and with a good stability about her game. So 5-2 for Osaka starting proceedings here. I'm kind of wondering if Alcaraz is going to be like Djokovic in a way. What I mean is, I'm kind of wondering if Alcaraz is going to take from the Novak Djokovic school of winning slams in regards to never ever winning a Grand Slam title without dropping any sets. Like Rafa and Roger, for example, and Bjorn Borg, etc., Steffi Graf, among other players. They've won slams, and they've those players that win a lot of slams, usually they've at least out of a few, Serena, where they don't lose a set all tournament. Novak has never won a slam without losing a set, which it's not unusual per se to not win a slam without dropping a set because that's something players barely do. It should be something players barely do because it's kind of ridiculous to win a slam without dropping a set. You're playing 3 out of 5, 3 sets to win in every match against the top world-class players in the world with over a 2-week span, and you're being asked to not drop a single set. It's kind of a ridiculous thing to ask of somebody. It will barely ever happen. But for Djokovic, he's the greatest player ever, and he's won 24 of those things. You would expect him to have done it at least once. Nope. Especially how dominant he was at times. But Alcaraz seems like I'm not just saying because Alcaraz hasn't done that over 4 slams yet. It's a very small pool. The reason I say that is because Alcaraz seems to be Djokovic-like in regards to playing himself into form. Djokovic and Alcaraz both, when they're like at their best, are like pretty much perfect, but they're not always perfect. Like sometimes they're very far from, like so much so it's almost comical. Like they can both play absolutely awful, but then they can both play just absolutely perfect. Alcaraz is very up and down. So I reckon Alcaraz might take from the Djokovic school and just never win a slam without dropping any sets. Sinner, I would expect that he will win a hard court slam or Wimbledon. Who knows? But particularly a hard court slam at some point without dropping any sets. But we'll see. Particularly Australia, probably, but who knows? People so quickly dropped Fonseca, by the way. It's hilarious. It's so funny. People are silly. Not because they dropped Fonseca so quickly, but because they went from saying Fonseca is the next greatest of all time without no questions asked to being like, oh, forget about Fonseca. People are so silly. People don't like the middle ground, and that's okay. People want players to be excited about, but I don't understand how. I don't know. Fonseca, even after that Rublev victory, I was like, I'm not making any huge predictions from him because there's so many questions to ask all these young players. Like, somebody asked me, do I think he's going to end up the Brazilian with the most slams? And I just said, honestly, no. Maybe, but Querton won 3 of them. It's not easy to win 3 slams. Murray won 3 slams. Andy freaking Murray won 3 slams. For God's sakes. Juan Martín del Potro won 1 slam. It ain't easy to win slams. So let's just make that clear. Daniil freaking Medvedev won 1 slam. Andy Roddick, 1 slam. Tomas Muster, Michael Chang, 1 slam. David Ferrer, 0. You know? It's not easy to win slams. So somebody asked me, I was like, no, I think he'll win 2, maybe 3. Down the road, I could expand that number a lot. There are very few players that I make very big predictions for. Sinner was one of them. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, he's a future world number 1. The other one, Mira Andreeva. As soon as I saw her play in Madrid, I was like, she's going to win like 15 plus slams or something. She's the next great. Like half kidding, because who knows when they're so young, but I do feel like Mira is, I'm not joking when I say she has potential to do stuff like that. In my eyes. She's that good and that talented. Will she do that? I don't know. And I still think Alcaraz is the best young player around. Backhand Osaka misses that one 30-all on the men's side, obviously. I mean, I guess, yeah, anyway. 30-all, this is the chance for Bencic, obviously, if she's going to come back in this first set. This point right here is very important. "36 minutes into this contest, we'll see how what Bencic can do. I'm expecting a big Osaka first serve. See how Bencic reacts to it. And there's exactly that, but Bencic hits a return winner. 30-40, and Osaka can't believe it, staring down at the baseline. Osaka's so funny at sometimes. I don't know why. Something about her is so, like, funny and, like, I don't know. First serve misses badly from Osaka. That's what happens. Always. Your first serve gets crushed, even though it's pretty good. You're going to get nervous. That's a backhand the net. Belinda Bencic fights, no reaction. Love it. Love it. 4-5, bring it on. Bring it the frick on. The frick on. 4-5. 37 minutes into this one. I don't know. This could go to a tiebreaker. I feel like it's going to be a tiebreaker set. I said at the start that we're going to get at least one tiebreaker set. I think it's going to be this one. BENCIC about to straight set Davidovich Fokina, I think. So it's all third round, yeah? BENCIC Fokina, is that a third round? It is, right? Like, we're just in the third round now, period, correct? Okay, it is, yeah, cool. So BENCIC versus Tommy Paul, that's a really good 4th round. I mean, both of those players are people to really look out for in this tournament. Like, they're dangerous against Zverev, and then they're kind of dangerous against anybody. I mean, Tommy Paul and Alcaraz is a great great head-to-head. Honestly, this is the first time I've done a live stream in 45 minutes and I've only had one comment. I wish it's always more fun for me to do these while I have more people to chat with and stuff, but it's all good. Late night, Bencic versus Osaka. Hoping for a thriller. I love the way Bencic is fighting here so far. Forehand return goes wide from Osaka. 15 love for Belinda Bencic. "39 minutes into this. Serve from Bencic coming at this point. Second serve coming. Down the tee, forehand of Osaka. It's in the net. 30 love. Forehand of Bencic goes to forehand of Osaka. It's going to go long. 40 love. Bencic nearly tying this up. Like I said, that head is 3-2 for Belinda as we hit the 40-minute mark. Getting to the business end of this first set. Osaka was 2 points away from winning it on her serve. She will be frustrated as Bencic retrieves a great shot there and running down that one backwards with a squash shot. 5-5. Miss Belinda Bencic with a great comeback there. 5-5. I reckon Bencic might. I don't know. I don't know who I feel like will win the set, but Bencic might take it. I'm leaning Bencic for sure. I feel like she might have. But I feel like Osaka maybe felt like she had already won that first set. Now is losing her momentum. It's gonna be hard. It's like you take the wind out of her sails, and that's a forehand winner down the line from Bencic. Love 15. It's also something about the swagger of Bencic. Just really looking like she I don't know. It's just a deep confidence right now. Even when she broke Osaka, there's just no reaction. Just almost like she was expecting it. Love 30. Osaka really rushing here too. Honestly. First serve from Osaka. Down the tee is a winner. Once again, the title says Jabeur versus Bencic, but it is Osaka versus Bencic. I don't know why. I think that's an unforced error on Faison's part or somebody, but it's all good. We deal with it as we can. It's impossible to be doing these all the time and not make an error like that, so it's all good. We got 30 all, 5-5. Another important moment here. First serve from Osaka goes in the net. Big forehand return goes to forehand of Osaka. Forehand down the line is very good. Osaka's there with the two-hander, backing down the line. Forehand of Osaka is a great shot. That is Naomi Osaka at her best. 40-30. Hanging tough. Love it. Let's go, Naomi. She's at game point. Big fan of both these ladies. Rooting for them. Great additions to the women's game. Both of them. Necessary additions, even. First serve from Naomi. It's going to go way long. Second serve. She better be careful because, listen, she's got a game point, but she loses this where we're at deuce and Bencic has the momentum if we get there. Forehand inside out goes to the back of Naomi. Forehand of Bencic. for Naomi, and that's exactly where we're going. Deuce. Danger time for Naomi. Serve. Out wide to the forehand. Benchage for him. Naomi down the lines. Fantastic. Advantage to Osaka. Yeah, I was going Lexi. Tian and Medi. Wow. Yeah, the parts of that match that I saw were absolutely insane. The couple of tiebreakers were something else. Tian is, I mean, I knew Tian was good, but I didn't know he was that good. I was deeply surprised by him, obviously having 2 sets love up in a match point and then coming back and winning it anyway in the 5th. As a teenager is just, that's the truth. That means that Tian is the truth, and hell of a match. I was surprised by that. How much of it did you see, Lexi, as it was happening? Osaka getting visited by the physio, by the way. A couple of physios out on court for her. 6-5. We are in the business end of this set. Late night for me. I'm doing night shift. I was super on yesterday. It's like I followed all the streams. I love it. No, it's great. The tennis has been so good. It's been like you want to keep tuning in. By the way, Tommy Paul played up one hell of a match earlier today. So Tommy is up to he's really playing well. BENCIC looked like he was about to beat Fokina, but Fokina actually pulled out the 3rd set breaker. So that one's going to keep going. Alcaraz played insane against Borges. I'm kind of pissed off that I lost the 3rd, actually, because I thought he was playing so well. I wanted him to win in straight sets, but Borges played well enough that he deserved the 3rd set to a degree. It feels very similar to last year against Medvedev, where I only feel like he kind of deserved it. But I watched that last match. I ended around 1:30 a.m. in Manila. Okay, well, that's not too bad. It's at least doable, but that's awesome, though. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the second latest finish in Australian Open history, only behind when Murray versus Kokkinakis finished at whatever 3:30 in the morning. One of the greatest first week matches at a slam ever, in my opinion. Murray versus Kokkinakis, but also Tian versus Medvedev, maybe. I don't know, but that's the upset of the tournament so far, without a doubt. This might be the sleepiest I've been on stream. I'm not gonna lie. 5-6. Bit of a small delay here, but Naomi is back ready to return. 6-5. Serve from BENCIC. It's going to go long. Second serve. Backhand goes to the back of the BENCIC, back into Osaka, inside out, forehand to BENCIC is there. It's the forehand of Osaka, inside out, back into BENCIC. Forehand of Osaka, it's in the net. 15 love for BENCIC. I started with an Emma match. Imagine that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Emma versus Anisimova. Emma versus Iga. That's on tomorrow, right? That kid is relentless and the smile's super cute. Yeah. Yeah, him and Fonseca, right? You look really tired. This time I am what I look like. Yeah. I could fall asleep right now. I'm exhausted. I've had a long day. It's a lot of work stuff and school stuff. Was working hard. I really worked hard for like 3 or 4 hours straight to really make sure that I get a paper in on time. I had to read a full chapter of this textbook for like 40 long pages in like a very short amount of time and then write a paper on it. and had to get that done in a very short amount of time. Then I had like 3 classes and other stuff going on, and just been like going around and stuff, like to different places. That's a bad shot from Osaka. There's nothing on it. But yeah, I'm just tired. There's been a lot of stuff going on recently. I started taking piano lessons, which was pretty cool. I just met this cool guy through playing tennis. Just hit with him one time, and I like offhandedly just told him like we found out that we're both super into music, and I just found out that he said he'd be willing to give me a free piano lesson for like 2 hours, and I was like, that's awesome. And then I'm gonna start pay him for lessons, but yeah. Anyway, I've been taking piano lessons, which is great, and then I've had school stuff. I've had a lot of different stuff. Hey, thanks, Lexi, for your tireless effort, my friend. Not much, just to make you smile a bit. I love the AO this year. Yeah, thanks. I love. I do appreciate the 250. I still don't know exactly what that means for American money, but I really do appreciate it. I gave a lot of super chat stickers for the slam. Almost all quality shot, cam, and tennis talk. I love the streams that you were doing. Hey, thanks, Lexi. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. The streams are fun. I think a lot of the video content that is going to be coming out on the channel soon is something that I'm very excited about. But the streams are obviously, I don't know. There's something about talking with you guys and in real time and watching the matches and getting involved with all the players that we like and don't like in our faves and all the exciting slam matches and like getting hyped up in real time. It's like, it's not much. Nothing beats it, right? Not really. Forehand in the net from BENCIC. Not the start she would have wanted, especially because she was in a point with Osaka, but 1-0 for Naomi. Yeah, let me know your predictions. Hey, how's it going, Face On? 8-6 Osaka. No way. BENCIC is taking it. I mean it. BENCIC has got the set. There's no way. Disagree. BENCIC 7-4. We'll see. Hey, how's it going, Max? Good to see you. Piano, that's nice. Yeah, I've always wanted to learn piano. I've always been very musical, but I've never really learned an instrument. I kind of somewhat learned guitar a couple times, but 1-1, Osaka misses forehand into the net. Yeah, I feel like BENCIC's got the set. I would predict that Osaka comes back in the next two, but we'll see. Osaka frustrated with herself. I don't blame her. Backhand down the middle, back into BENCIC, goes to the backhand of Osaka, cross squats, outrageous from Naomi. Soaring through the court. Ball leaves a racket and it it goes from Melbourne to Sydney in about 2 seconds time, how fast it's going. 4,000 miles a second. 2-1. Backhand. Osaka goes to the backhand. BENCIC going backhand to backhand. Backhand of BENCIC retrieving. Cross score is a great shot. Forehand cross score is even better, but Osaka's there. Backhand cross score. Osaka scrambling. She gets it. Lob. Oh, drive volley. BENCIC wants no part of that. Mini break back immediately by Belinda BENCIC. Max, don't you love the AO this year? Because I do, 100%. Medvedev lost earlier. That's insane. Just the context of how he lost, too. Kenwin also lost early. No, exactly. Yes, Kenwin too bad. She was my fave for a little bit at the end of last year in terms of women's players. Still is one of my favorites. Medi was gracious, nothing like in his previous losses. Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, like, his recent losses, but like last year in Australia when he lost that final to Medvedev when Medvedev lost the final to Medvedev. Not entirely untrue. No, when he lost the final to Sinner, he instantly just climbed to the other side of the net and just like Medvedev's pretty gracious in defeat. Not always, like you say, especially at certain times recently, but he's fairly gracious in defeat, in my opinion. It's a mini breakup for Bencic. Forehand of Osaka goes to the back end of Bencic, cross court, back end of Osaka down the line. Forehand of Osaka goes to the back end of Bencic, back end of Osaka. Forehand of Bencic, forehand of Osaka goes big, but that's going to go long. It's not good. I don't know. In my opinion, she should have taken something a little bit off it because Bencic's shot was so good. It was going to be very hard to flatten it out and hit it with even more pace. That's what she was trying to do there and hit a good shot. It was mostly like she was trying to hit a winner down the middle of the court, but it was going to be very tough to do. Or at least force an error. 4-2 for Belinda Bencic. Let's go Bencic. To be honest, Mehdi is fun to watch. His on-court interference on one of the few things I look forward to, always witty and funny. Exactly. He's just so, like, honest that it's, like, very engaging and relatable, and you want to cheer for him because, I don't know, something about the genuine players, it's just, like, they can be quite personable. Backhand down the middle, forehand of Bencic goes to the forehand of Osaka. It's a great shot. Bencic there, though, at the backhand. It's outrageous hitting from Bencic right on top of it. Just love this kind of attitude from Bencic. Just keep going at it. Love it. Good fighting from her. 5-2. Osaka kind of a weird motion on the serve. I think she just made that backhand in. 3-5. She looked like she was almost not even. I don't know. I hope she's feeling 100% or close. But anyway, it is hot out there. 3-5. Serve from Osaka. Back into Bencic down the line. Goes to the forehand of Osaka. Misses that long for sure. 6-3. Bencic to serve for this first set with 3 set points. At least 2 of them, if she needs them, can come on her serve. If we go through all 3, then 2 will come on her serve. 1 will come on Osaka's, but she would like to get the job done right here, right now. Serve goes into back end of Osaka, back end of Bencic, goes to the back end of Osaka. Now the line redirected, but it goes long. A great fight from Bencic, who's 2 points away from losing the set on Osaka's serve. And it is Bencic who wins the tiebreaker. I said Bencic 7-4. It was Bencic 7-3. I'll take it. I feel like I did pretty well with the feel like I did pretty well with the prediction, so I shot myself out. I win. They play like that, they can have it all. Money, girls, casinos. I love that line from Eddie. It's so funny. If he can play like that all the time, he has everything he wants. Money, girls, casino. So good. Money, girls, casino. Djokovic copying it too. By the way, Colby is nice. One of the best hires of phase on. Colby's great. Really nice guy. Yeah, I got to help him out in his first few streams and see how he does, and he's been very good. So I'm glad that he's been added to the channel. I'm glad that you guys are liking him. I also think he's good. Oh, is Osaka retiring? Retiring. She didn't look right at all at the end of the first set. No. All right, guys. Osaka has just retired from the match. So it's Belinda Bencic who's through to the 4th round. That's unfortunate. I'm not surprised, to be honest, just because Osaka looked really off in a few of those last serves. So it's not like it came out of absolutely nowhere. That looked really odd to me. But I am a little bit surprised. Wow. Great fight from BENCIC anyway to get back to it, but that's a shame. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Be well, OSAKA, exactly. I appreciate you joining in anyway, Lexi. Yeah, OSAKA retires, so that's what it is, I guess. Damn. All right, get better, OSAKA. She still had a great tournament. I really would watch out for her this year, particularly on the hard courts, like always. But she did. She was pretty good on the air surfaces last year. But take care, Anthony. Good luck on your piano lesson. I appreciate it. Those, honestly, yeah, I'm excited about it. It's been fun. Yeah, see you guys later. Oh no, OSAKA, exactly. Appreciate you joining in, Max. I'll see y'all later. Because I need to go to sleep anyway. Honestly, I'm so tired, and y'all know that. I'm glad I came to the stream. Hell yeah. No, I'm glad you came to, but it was very short, which is fine. All right, 7-6, 7-3 in the tiebreaker for Belinda. When's the next stream? Well, Iga versus I was gonna say Iga versus Swiatek is tomorrow. Iga, that just shows how tired I am. Iga versus Raducanu is tomorrow. So I hope somebody streams that. There's a lot of good matches coming up. Mahaj Djokovic is tonight, but I don't think anybody's doing it. I definitely am not because I'm tired. All right, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. BENCIC is not to play around with. I always say that, and she always doesn't quite do as well as I want her to. But anyway, she's playing well. I'm glad that she's back. 7-6 over OSAKA. Be well, OSAKA. And like Alexi said. And yeah, BENCIC through to the fourth round, and hopefully OSAKA can recover. I'll see y'all for the next ones.